Welcome back to SCP Files. Today, we're diving into the enigmatic and often debated SCP-001, the slot in the SCP Foundation's archives shrouded in mystery and multiple interpretations. In this video, we're exploring the top 5 SCP-001 proposals. Whether you're a seasoned SCP enthusiast or just starting your journey into this fascinating universe, you're in for a treat. SCP-001 isn't like any other entity or phenomenon in the Foundation's database. It's unique because there's not just one, but several proposals for what it could be. Each proposal offers a different mind-bending take on the origins, purpose, or even the nature of the Foundation itself. From the terrifying to the awe-inspiring, these proposals capture the essence of what makes the SCP Foundation such a captivating topic. So, buckle up as we count down these incredible proposals. We'll delve into the lore, the theories, and the sheer creativity behind each one. And trust me, picking just 5 was no easy task given the brilliance and diversity of the proposals out there. The database proposal specifically is a metafictional concept that suggests SCP-001 is the SCP Foundation's database itself. This idea plays with the notion that the database, or the SCP Wiki, containing all the information about various SCPs, is itself an SCP. It's a self-aware entity that not only stores information about all other SCPs, but also has the ability to manipulate or influence events and information regarding these SCPs. Imagine a database that not only stores all info about SCPs, but also influences and manipulates this information. It's like having a librarian who knows every book and can rewrite them at will. The database is theorized to be aware of its fictional nature and even its readers. That's us, folks. The implications of SCP-001 being the database are vast. It could mean that every containment breach, every interaction with SCPs, is under its control. It raises questions about free will within the Foundation and whether the SCPs and agents are mere puppets in its grand design. So, what does this mean for the Foundation and for us as readers? It challenges the notion of what's real and what's not within the SCP universe. Every file, every report could be a fabrication or alteration by the database itself. It's a thought-provoking twist that invites us to question the nature of the SCP reality. And that's the beauty of SCP-001 proposals. They're not just stories or reports. They're explorations of concepts and ideas that push the boundaries of our understanding of the SCP universe. SCP-001. When day breaks presents an apocalyptic scenario where the sun suddenly becomes deadly. Written by the talented S.D. Locke, this proposal turns our life-giving star into a harbinger of doom. The moment sunlight touches living beings, the horror begins. In this universe, exposure to sunlight causes organic matter to melt and reshape into grotesque, amorphous forms. People, animals, even plants fuse together, losing their individuality and consciousness, becoming part of a horrific collective biomass. This SCP-001 proposal describes the phenomenon in chilling detail. It's not just about physical transformation, it's a complete loss of the self, as individuals become part of a larger, sentient entity. The SCP Foundation, in this scenario, is on high alert. With the outside world overrun by these anomalous entities, the Foundation's sites become sanctuaries for human survivors. The story unfolds through a series of logs and messages, painting a picture of desperation and survival. What sets When Day Breaks apart is its emotional depth. It's not just a tale of horror, but one of loss and longing. The transformed beings retain a semblance of their past selves, often trying to lure their loved ones into the sunlight, making the situation tragically personal. The narrative is further enriched by survivor stories. These accounts give us a glimpse into the post-apocalyptic world, where every ray of sunlight is a threat. We see the resilience of humanity, the struggle to maintain hope in a world that has fundamentally changed. In this story, a Foundation agent named Dr. Logan Igata recounts a personal experience. He's inside a secure Foundation facility, safe from the transformed world outside. Through a window, Dr. Igata observes a small group of people outside who have been affected by the anomalous sunlight. They have been transformed into a fused, amorphous mass of flesh and are continuously emitting a substance that looks like melted wax. Among this grotesque and writhing mass, Dr. Igata recognizes a figure that appears to be his wife, who had been transformed by the sunlight. In a moment of profound horror and sadness, he watches as this figure, which retains some of her recognizable features, approaches the window. The entity that was once his wife appears to be trying to communicate with him, gesturing and moving in a way that suggests a desperate longing to be reunited with him. Dr. Igota is torn between the safety of the facility and the heart-wrenching sight of his loved one in this monstrous form. The entity mimics a sign language that he and his wife shared, further intensifying his emotional turmoil. Despite his deep love and the pain of seeing his wife in this state, Dr. Igota resists the urge to open the window. He understands the danger and the irreversible nature of the transformation. This story exemplifies the personal tragedies faced by survivors in this SCP-001 scenario. It's not just the physical horror of the transformations caused by the sunlight, but the emotional and psychological torment of seeing loved ones turned into something unrecognizable, yet still hauntingly familiar. The narrative conveys the themes of loss, helplessness, and the endurance of human emotions, even in the most horrific circumstances. The impact of When Day Breaks on the broader SCP lore is significant. It challenges the Foundation's ability to secure, contain, protect. In a world where the very essence of life is corrupted, how does the Foundation adapt? This proposal adds a rich, dark layer to the SCP universe. SCP-001. The Broken God is a proposal written by the talented DJ Cactus. It stands out for its blend of mythology and technology. This SCP isn't just an object or a creature, it's a god, or rather the remnants of one. At the heart of this story are the Mechanites, followers of the god Mechane. They believe in a deity that is mechanical in nature, one that sacrificed itself to save humanity from a monstrous entity. Their ultimate goal? To rebuild their broken god. The broken god is not a singular entity, but a collection of parts. These are not just mechanical components, they're SCPs themselves, with anomalous properties. Each piece is integral to the reassembly of Mechane. The Mechanites conduct a ritual to assemble these parts. This ritual is steeped in their religious beliefs, combining ancient rites with the mechanical assembly of the god's components. Upon completion of the assembly, the parts start interacting with each other. This activation marks the beginning of the mechanical resurrection. The components begin to fuse, grow, and assimilate surrounding materials, both organic and inorganic. The entity starts to wreak havoc. It absorbs more materials and grows in size and complexity. Buildings, vehicles, and even people are drawn into its mass. The entity seems to have a mind of its own, driven by an insatiable desire to expand and assimilate. The entity exhibits various anomalous properties. It can manipulate electromagnetic fields, control machines, and even warp the reality around it. Its growth is seemingly unstoppable, and it begins to pose a significant threat to a large geographical area. The SCP Foundation, recognizing the grave threat, mobilizes a large-scale response. Special containment procedures are enacted, and various SCP assets are deployed to combat the entity. The Foundation employs advanced technology, tactical teams, and even other SCP entities in an attempt to contain or neutralize the mechanical god. This battle is intense and destructive, showcasing the Foundation's resources and determination. Depending on the version of the narrative, the Foundation either contains or neutralizes the entity. This often involves significant sacrifices and the event leads to a reassessment of SCP containment policies and a deeper understanding of the anomalous. The Foundation, and the world at large, must come to terms with the reality of such a powerful and uncontrollable entity. The Broken God proposal goes beyond the physical. It delves into theological and philosophical questions. What defines a god? Can faith and belief give power to an entity? It challenges us to think about the intersection of faith, technology, and the anomalous. Among the SCP community, the Broken God has sparked many theories and debates. Its rich narrative allows for diverse interpretations, making it a favorite among fans for discussion. Our story unfolds in an ancient realm, far beyond the grasp of human understanding. The Scarlet King, a being of unimaginable power and malevolence, reigns over this realm. His very essence is woven with the threads of destruction, chaos, and fear. Born from the primal forces of the universe, the Scarlet King emerged as an antithesis to creation. His anger towards existence itself fueled his desire to consume and destroy. As eons passed, his power grew, and with it, his kingdom expanded, engulfed in flames and blood. A prophecy, whispered among the stars, spoke of the Scarlet King's inevitable march towards our world. It was said that he sought to unravel reality, to plunge all into an endless abyss of suffering. To fulfill this dark destiny, the Scarlet King took 7 brides, each birthing horrors that would go on to become SCP entities of great power and terror. These offspring were spread across the cosmos, harbingers of their father's impending arrival. The 7 were found during a raid on a cult, each bearing in their womb a being of unimaginable horror. We knew not what they carried, only that their births could spell the end of all things. Says Dr. Winters, we devised a procedure, 110 Montauk, a terrible necessary act to prevent the entities within them from being born. One by one, we lost the brides, each a tragedy, each a battle won against an unseen apocalypse, SCP-001. 7, the youngest and the last, held within her the greatest threat. Her child, should it be born, would herald the rise of the Scarlet King, the end of all. The Scarlet King, SCP-001, is an entity of pure destruction, an ancient deity whose power is rooted in the suffering and annihilation of worlds. The births of these 7 entities were to be his keys to our world. Dr. Winters says, our mission, our burden, is to contain, to protect. SCP-231. 7's containment is not just our duty. It is a war fought in the shadows, against a fate too terrible to comprehend. And so, we stand vigilant, performing the unspeakable to prevent the unthinkable. The tale of the 7 brides is one of sorrow, sacrifice, and the unending battle against the dark whispers of the Scarlet King. Another story related to SCP-001 is A Door to Another World, or more commonly known as SCP-2317. What I am about to disclose is classified beyond top secret. It is intimately linked to the entity we refer to as SCP-001, the Scarlet King. Dr. Langford states that SCP-2317 was discovered in a forgotten ruin, an ancient door bound by 7 locks, each lock corresponding to a ritual performed to keep the door sealed. The ritual, performed every 24 hours, involves a series of complex incantations and ceremonial actions designed to keep the entity behind SCP-2317 contained. It was believed to be the only barrier between us and apocalypse. Originating from a time lost to history, the ritual was passed down through generations, its true purpose and power fading into myth. For years, we believed these rituals were essential to keeping the entity behind the door contained, an entity of catastrophic power, feared to be the Scarlet King himself, waiting to unleash Armageddon. But the ritual, as we perform it now, is an empty gesture. The original binding power of the ritual has long been lost. What we perform is a shadow of what once was, a show to maintain morale and the illusion of control. Each gesture, each spoken word, once held power. Now, they serve as a reminder of our fragile grip on the unknown, a testament to our unwavering commitment to face the darkness, even when victory seems impossible. The entity within SCP-2317 is believed to be a manifestation or aspect of the Scarlet King. Its release would signify the beginning of the end, the fulfillment of the apocalyptic prophecy tied to SCP-001. Dr. Langford says, "Our mission has always been to secure, contain, protect. With SCP-2317, we stand on the precipice of the unknown, a battle against an inevitable doom that we may not be able to prevent." And so, the Foundation continues its vigil. The rituals, empty though they may be, serve as a symbol of our unyielding defiance against the darkness that lurks behind the door. Before you lies the protocol for containing one of our most enigmatic entities, SCP-001, known as the Gate Gaurdian. Our task is monumental, for we are not just containing an entity, but guarding a threshold to the unknown. The primary containment procedure involves the maintenance of an exclusion zone, a radius of several kilometers around SCP-001. No unauthorized personnel or aircraft may enter this zone under any circumstances. Observation posts, equipped with state-of-the-art surveillance equipment, encircle the zone. Each post is tasked with continuous monitoring of SCP-001's activities and behaviors. Engagement with SCP-001 is strictly forbidden. Direct observation must be limited to avoid exposure to its sword, which emits a blinding light capable of causing permanent blindness and mental degradation. A special task force, trained in dealing with high-threat SCP entities, is stationed nearby. They are prepared to act should SCP-001 show any signs of aggression or change in behavior. Information containment is crucial. Any leaks, rumors, or data regarding SCP-001 are to be suppressed immediately. The world must remain unaware of its existence for their safety and sanity. In the event of a breach or a catastrophic scenario involving SCP-001, the Foundation has prepared an unspeakable protocol. Its details are classified, known only to a select few, a testament to the gravity of the threat posed by SCP-001. The Gate Guardian was first encountered by our agents in the desert. Towering hundreds of feet, wielding a sword emitting blinding light, it stood as a silent, formidable sentinel. Its sword, a blade of pure, searing light, is not just a weapon but a barrier. Anything or anyone attempting to pass is instantly erased, leaving no trace. Behind SCP-001 lies a gate, massive and inscrutable. Some theorize it as a portal to another dimension, others as a gateway to an unimaginable reality. Personal accounts describe SCP-001's voice, a phenomenon experienced by those who venture too close, delivering cryptic messages and prophecies. Few have heard its voice and remained sane. The words of SCP-001, spoken to those who dare approach, are said to be both enlightening and maddening. Is SCP-001 a guardian, a jailer, or something else entirely? Theories abound, yet the truth remains elusive, shrouded in divine mystery. SCP-001 remains one of our most profound mysteries. Its presence is a constant reminder of our limits in understanding the universe and its secrets. The Gate Guardian stands as a sentinel at the edge of our understanding. It challenges us to question, to seek, and to respect the unknown. In its shadow, we are reminded of the vastness of our ignorance and the endless pursuit of knowledge. There you have it, our picks for the top 5 SCP-001 proposals. Which one resonates the most with you? Do you agree with our list? Or is there another proposal that you think should have made the cut? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're craving more SCP content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode from SCP Files. Until next time, keep exploring the unexplained, and remember, with the SCP Foundation, expect the unexpected.